I have confidence in the Secret Service. I have confidence certainly in the Milwaukee Police Department. As was mentioned, we've worked at this for some 18 months. And Milwaukee is designated a national special safety or security event. So this is the highest designation, even higher so than what we saw in Pennsylvania just the other day.
That was the mayor of Milwaukee addressing concerns as the Republican National Convention gets underway today. This comes less than 48 hours after the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. Tens of thousands of people from across the country are now in Milwaukee for the start of the convention. Trump is expected to officially be nominated as the Republican presidential candidate at the end of the four-day event. Ivan Rodriguez tells us the recent assassination attempt could impact the convention's plans.
The assassination attempt of former President Trump opens a new dark chapter in American history.
I'm literally beyond words.
Leaders on both sides of the aisle and around the world condemning the attack, saying there is no place for political violence in America.
Former President Donald Trump has called on national unity, and he is absolutely right. Our focus needs to be on national unity as we move forward in this election. We can't let this violence win and divide us.
Unity is the most elusive goal of all, but nothing is important than that right now, unity.
Former First Lady Melania Trump, who is also attending the Republican National Convention, issued her first public response, calling on the country to ascend above the hate. More than 50,000 people are expected to attend the convention in Milwaukee, but the Secret Service says there are no plans to tighten security after Saturday's shooting.
This is a national special security event. That designation is the highest level of security designation that the federal government can determine.
The events of the week culminating on Thursday when Trump is expected to accept his party's nomination. In Milwaukee, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Right now, many Indiana delegates are already in Milwaukee for the RNC. We spoke with some of them about safety and the divide in American politics just days after that assassination attempt. Tony Samuel arrived in Milwaukee yesterday. He already noticed security is at the forefront, but he says fear is not a part of this convention.
The security is even more heightened. I'm looking out the window, and there's about 12 police cars parked right out front, and officers and the fencing and the concrete barriers and that kind of thing. We're excited still to be here to support President Trump. He's a fighter. You saw that right away when he was pumping his fist and telling everyone to fight as he stood up and left the stage.
We also spoke with Kip Tom. He is a Hoosier who is not only attending the convention, but also witnessed the gunfire in Pennsylvania. He took video of the shooting from the front row of the rally that you see right here and was with the President Trump just moments earlier. Despite the terrifying scene, Tom expects a positive atmosphere in Milwaukee. This afternoon, the former president is all right and only suffered a minor injury in the attempted assassination, but one man in the crowd died and two people were seriously hurt. Corey Comprador is the man killed. He was a firefighter. The FBI is now leading this investigation. The agency says a 20-year-old used a semi-automatic rifle on a nearby roof to fire at least 6 shots into the crowd. The first shot striking former President Trump's right ear. The Secret Service covered Trump and moved into an armored car. Trump then quickly confirmed on Truth Social that he is fine. And in more recent posts, he says America must, quote, stand united and show our true character as Americans. President Joe Biden shared a similar sentiment during an address in the Oval Office last night. The White House confirms Biden and Trump spoke on the phone after the shooting. They called it a productive call. Officials identified the rally shooter as Thomas Matthew Crooks of Bethel Park. The motive is still unclear right now, and officials are now looking into whether that gun belonged to the shooter's father or if it was purchased legally. And tonight, President Joe Biden will sit down with Lester Holt for an exclusive one-on-one interview right here on Channel 13. There will also be a preview on nightly news at 6:30 before the full interview at 9 o'clock. Then special coverage of the Republican National Convention starts at 9:40.